crafty friends. Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Melissa Miller. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southern California. And today I thought we would do more of a technique-based card versus a product-based card. So today we are going to jump on the alcohol ink technique bandwagon. And I just love these. These came out so pretty. I am using my Amazing Thanks dies. We have the outline and the word for You Are Amazing and Thanks. We will be using those. And then I also used the branch here from my Birds and More dies. And that will be our accent piece. And I also used my Vellum layering designs. I know I showed you this before, but I just love this. We've got the scripty, we've got the text in both black and white. You get 12 sheets total, and I need to order more because all I have left are just a couple scraps of the scripty, which is my favorite. So for this technique, you want to use vellum. And what I've done here is I've already got my adhesive sheets on the back of my vellum. This one is my white ink scripty. And then I've got two here for my black scripty. And actually you can read that. One of them I was reading, it's dated August 15th, 1944. And then another one said just a note to say thank you. So you can actually really read those. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to bring in my little cutting board here. It's actually pretty big and pretty heavy. They gave me this when we had our kitchen redone, and it works perfect for something like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of paper because I don't want to get the ink all over everything. So let's do our black scripty first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here and I'm just going to tape it down on the corners because we're going to trim it anyways. I don't want it to move. So we're just going to tape it down with some washi tape. And I do already have my adhesive on the back of this. And I'm starting out with 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because I am going to trim it down. And I've seen a lot of people doing this kind of technique and they're all using their heat gun. I tried using my heat gun and I didn't have much luck. It dried way too fast, and the heat just made the alcohol dissipate, so I couldn't get it to move or anything. So what I did was I brought in my hairdryer because I have a cool setting. I can do it on low, and I can also do a little burst of cold air. So we're going to use our hairdryer today instead. I've got my isopropyl, I think that's how you say it, isopropyl alcohol, 91%. And I just put a little bit in a glass with a dropper that I had. And I think our first colors, let's do the blue and the pink. I kind of want to get a purplish color going on here. I've got my dark magenta madness and I've got my light misty moonlight. Now you need to use your alcohol blends on this. It will not work with your Stampin' Right markers. You've got to use the alcohol blends. And we're just going to add some color on here. That's pretty bright. That's real bright. Let's see what we can do here. And you don't want to add a whole lot. You can always add more color if you feel it needs to be darker. So we're just going to add a few drops of our alcohol on here. And I am going to bring in my hairdryer, so I will end up muting that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this around. So here, that's already dry. It dries really quick, and I had it on cool. I think I want to add a little bit more of my Misty Moonlight in here. We're going to add some up here. We will add a little bit more of our Magenta Madness over here because I didn't like the way the hairdryer kind of blew that one around. And then we're going to add some more alcohol, just a few drops on there. And hopefully when I use the hairdryer, it doesn't get in the way of what I'm doing. I'm just moving that ink around. So here we go. Isn't that pretty? We've already got one background done. So let's go ahead and get that off of there. I think I got it all dry. Sure feels like it. Okay, let's put that one aside. I am going to bring in my white scripty vellum. You know what? My hairdryer blew it down on the other side of the desk. Let me go get that. Okay. All right. So now I've got my white vellum. I am going to also tape that one down. And these go so quick. Oh my gosh. Did you see how quick that was? I'm going to tape this one down. And this side down because we will trim it. You know what? And I need to figure out, I think it goes this way. Okay. So I want to kind of do a rainbow on this one. I loved that rainbow card. So we will bring in dark Highland Heather. And we're just going to add color. We can always add more color, but you cannot take it away. Oh no, I want blue here. And then I've got, this one is my Just Jade, dark Just Jade, but it actually, the color on that is pretty nice when it blends with all the other ones. And this is my dark Daffodil Delight. And then I'm going to bring in dark Pumpkin Pie. You know what? I like the other end. I like the brush end better. Dark Pumpkin Pie. And then our dark magenta. So let's see what we get here. You know, I want a little bit more purple up here, I think. There we go. We are going to add some alcohol. And this works best on vellum. I did try it on acetate and it worked, but I really just like the vellum better. It's so pretty. All right, I'm going to try not to make too much mess and get this ink moving. Okay, so on this one, I am going to add some more color. I want to do some more magenta, some more pumpkin pie. You can always add more, but you cannot take it away. So let's add some more yellow over here. And then some Just Jade. There we go. And some more blue, which is our Misty Moonlight. And how about a little bit more of our Highland Heather in there. Some more alcohol. All right, let's go ahead. That washi tape didn't hold that down too well. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that on there again. Maybe another piece. You know what? It's old washi tape I had in my stash. And I think some of the stick is kind of gone. There we go. What should we do? I'm kind of not real fond of the circle-ish areas here. So we're going to add a little bit more. Just to kind of take that line out of there a little. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see how it turns out. You know what? And if it doesn't turn out, it's just paper. All right, let's try again. I like that one. So let's go ahead and stick with that. And the alcohol dries so quickly. So let's put this off to the side. We don't need this anymore. And let's go ahead and add our vellum to our card bases. I've got 3 here, actually 2. I had 3 samples ready, but we're just going to stick with the 2, I think. So we're just going to go ahead and add this to our white cardstock, and then we will trim it out. It's pretty simple, and these are so quick. The alcohol dries really fast. And definitely use your hair dryer. The heat gun just dried the alcohol too fast, and I couldn't get it to move around. I'm having a little bit of a problem here. There we go. I got it started. So I was wondering, what does everyone like? Does everyone like technique-based videos more, or do they like the product-based videos for ideas? I know I kind of like both. Let's get this attached on here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to trim it. There we go. Now it's on our white card base, and you can really see those letters. I love being able to see that scripty in there. And let's go ahead and do the same with our pink and purple, Magenta Madness and Highland Heather. If I can get this started. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It is super windy here today. We had Santa Ana winds last week, and today the winds are picking back up, and it just is so... We live in a little valley, and so the wind goes in a circle around us, and it just gets going so fast. All right, perfect. So for my card bases here, we've got our standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I cut my black layering piece at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I am going to cut my vellum to 4 and 5 1/4. So we're just going to be able to trim off these edges, you know, that didn't turn out real pretty. So let's go ahead and do that. And this one we will cut at 4. So let's go like there. And then this one here, we're going to go ahead and cut it 4. Let's see how much we need to cut off of this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 1/4 inch. Wow. Let's take it off of the bottom. There we go. And it looks like we need a little bit more off of the bottom. The rest looks pretty good. There we go. How's that gonna fit on there? That's perfect. I like that. Okay, so that one's all ready to go. Let's go ahead and trim out this one. I love the rainbow. That's my favorite. And we're really not wasting that much adhesive by covering the whole sheet. We're just cutting off little tiny pieces of it. So let's see, we want this at 4. There we go. Let's see how much we need to cut off the bottom. Oh, quite a bit. Probably about 1/4 inch. There we go. And I think that's good. Maybe just a smidge more. So please comment. Let me know if you like product-based videos or if you like technique-based videos. This one is really fun. And every card that you make, you get a different look. Everything, it turns out different every time. So let's go ahead and glue our alcohol background onto our layering piece. There we go. And this rainbow one, I am going to do this direction on my card because the words are going this way. The scripty words are going that way. So for this one, I've got a larger sentiment. We are going to put on here, "You are amazing." I already cut out my shadow piece and my words, and I've already got it all glued together because we were concentrating on the technique today. So I've already got that all prepped. So let's go ahead and put down our amazing. I think that looks probably pretty good. And I already took the release paper off of everything just because you guys don't want to watch me do that every time. It's a little more, it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring to watch someone peel release paper off of things. So that's why I already got these all prepped. And let's see. I think that's good. Perfect. So now we can glue this to our card base. Let's just get that on there. And we are also going to add our sprig here. I forgot about that. So let's go ahead and get this added on there. And we can cut part of that off. So let's see what we want to cut off. I think if we cut it off right about here, that'll probably be good. So let's see how that's going to fit in there underneath our sentiment. We may need to cut some more off. Let's go ahead and cut some more off. Oh yeah, that's better. Now we can put our leaves on there. Just use a little bit of glue. Perfect. And then we'll get this placed right in there. How about right down there? There we go. Perfect. And I will put a block on here so that dries. Just for a little bit of pressure until that dries on the vellum. Now let's go ahead and do our other one. Let's not forget our sprig this time though. So we will add our alcohol ink background, and that is so easy, you know, and just to use a little bit of your marker because like I said earlier, you can always add more, but you can't take it back. There we go there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see where we want to put our sprig. And I did most of my cards today saying thanks because I always need thank you cards. I think that's probably pretty good. So let's go ahead and cut a little bit of this off. Let's see, just like that. There we go. I think we'll put that right down there. And then we'll have the H kind of cover that. Perfect. Couple little dots of glue. There we go. All right. Get that set on there. Excuse me. Go ahead and put another block on here if I can reach one. There we go. You just need that on there just for a couple seconds until it dries really, really well. There we go. We're going to add our thanks. And I think that's straight. You know, I got one of my samples, I got a little bit crooked, but I think that's good. Oh, let's leave that on there for just another minute. We'll see how this one is doing. Oh, and that's perfect. I love that rainbow. Okay, so let's add some gems. For my gems, I am using my 2021, 2023 in colors. And we're just going to kind of scatter these like we do everything. Let's use some of our pink. You know, I want a pink one over here. But let's move it a little. Let's put it in there. Perfect. And I love this yellow. The yellow is really pretty on the purple. And these match the alcohol marker colors perfect. I don't know. What do you think? Or should we put it on the alcohol ink? You know what? I kind of like it down here. Let's do that. And then we need a purple. How about right in there? How's that look? Oh, I kind of like it there. Well, let's go right there. Perfect. And that is one card done. So quick and easy. And then for our other one, I think that's probably dry by now. It just needs a second to set. So let's go ahead and attach this to our card base. Please like, comment, and share. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something different. And please be sure to let me know, do you like the technique-based videos or product-based videos better? I like both. I like to see what everybody makes. And I watch a lot of videos. So on this one, you know what? We could use our jewels, or I think we're going to bring in our classic matte dots. And you know what? It looks like I need a new package of them. But I think we're going to add some white. Let's add some white in there, and that'll just be stunning. There we go. Because this one did turn out a little bit darker, so that'll be really pretty to have the white on there. I did use the black on some of my samples I've got here to show you, but I like the white. That's really pretty. Add a couple more up here, and we'll be good to go. There we go. How do you like that? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's take a look at what we did. We made these two cards today, super quick. The alcohol blenders on the Vellum. It just comes together so quickly. So we made these two, and then I showed you the orange sample. Isn't that pretty? For the orange, I used my Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, and Dark Daffodil. And then this was another sample that I had for you. And this one is really pretty too. This one I used Bermuda Bay and Dark Mint Macaron. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. And I used the black matte dots. And then this was the first sample I did. On this one, I used my, I used the leaf image from Forever Flourishing. And I thought that it just took up too much space. It hid my beautiful water, my alcohol background. So that's when I switched over to the smaller Flourish. And then I also made this one. I used the You Are Amazing. I've got a little bit of the, which color is that? The Daffodil Delight in there. And we've got our, I'm at a loss, Misty Moonlight and our Highland Heather. Isn't that pretty? These all came out so neat. And then here we've got one. This was my first one. This is on regular vellum. And I left it blank. I just put in some of my jewels, my yellow jewels. But I wanted to be able to see the beautiful swirls from the alcohol ink. So that's it for today. Please let me know what you thought. Have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.